On behalf of the Joseph Fund, we're pleased to present you with the Father Robert McDermott Philanthropy and Community Service Award.
Oh, thank you so much.
Sir.
Brian called me about a month and a half ago to inform me that we had been selected by the board as the honorees this year. And from that moment on, I've been agonizing over what I could say tonight. And Brian's been a little bit of a help to me, but he was extremely helpful last night. He sent me a text and said, get a good night's sleep because all eyes will be on you. So to counteract that, we're going to have Tricia and Regina move up here a little bit so that I'm not kind of this focus of the... Can everybody hear okay? Yeah. Okay. Get closer to the mic, okay. Our family is honored to be here tonight to receive the recognition from the board of the Joseph Fund. None of this would be possible for the Dain family had it not been for three Bobs and a Ralph. It was a number of years ago, and I hate to think of how many years, that we were made aware by our good friends Bob Kennedy and Bob Hoey. And by their introduction, we've had the opportunity to see firsthand the efforts and dedication of the board to a cause that is so important to the city of Camden, but more importantly, to the individuals and families that benefit from their hard work and dedication. I often find relevance in music, the words of a song. I was in the Air Force and met a young man from Philly. He introduced me to the music of Mr. Lou Rawls. Lou sang and talked about what he knew. The intro to one of his songs, Southside Blues, he speaks of his hometown, Chicago, and how many cities have these particular residential areas. In New York, there was Harlem. In Cleveland, there was Central Avenue, 55th, 105th. Philadelphia had South Street. But when we talk about Camden, we're not talking about a part of the city, we're talking about the city. A city that most of us here in Morristown have no deep understanding of the challenges of the families that live there. With that introduction, I don't know that I could stand here or that any of us would be here tonight had it not been for Father Bob McDermott. It was Father's vision and dedication to the city and people of Camden and his ability to rally people around that vision that has made this all possible. With the formation of the Carpenter Society in 1980, over 1,000 homes in Camden have been rehabbed. With the help of Campbell's Soup, first-time home buyers were schooled on budgeting and the responsibilities of owning a home. Moore Street and Westfield Acres were once areas the police would not enter. Today, there are 300 homes occupied by families looking for a better life for their families. Father Bob was also there to establish the Romero Center, Lucy, the Joseph House, and the Child Development Center. Father Bob's battle cry, a hand up, not a hand out, should be the battle cry of cities around the nation facing similar situations to Camden. Of all the visions Father Bob had, there was none greater than that of a Catholic education as the means of breaking the cycle that has consumed Camden and so many cities around the country. 3 years ago, the board recognized that these above ministries were all capable as standalone entities, and the Joseph Fund's focus became the support of Catholic education, exposure to a safe, quality education. Today, the Joseph Fund helps support families sending their children to 5 grade schools and 2 high schools. The Joseph Fund assists 154 students in grades K through 8 and an additional 12 in high school. 2023 saw support for a summer enrichment program where 45 children K and pre-K were afforded a safe environment, allowing parents to continue to work without concern for their children's safety. Success is measured by results, and the results show that the students we are assisting go on to get their high school diplomas, with some going on to college. 2023 stats 2023 stats show that the percentage of our students, elementary through high school, are testing above the proficiency levels for reading and math. Well, we've talked a little about the three Bobs, but who is this Ralph you mentioned? Ralph is half of Ralph L. Florence A. Bernard Foundation, now simply known as the Bernard Foundation, better known as Dad to Regina and me and Papa to my children. I've often wished that my father-in-law and Father Bob had met. They would have been great friends. They shared the hand-up philosophy and a strong belief in quality education. The Bernard Foundation was established to support families that wanted their children to receive a quality Catholic education. And like the Joseph Fund, the support is for the students, not the school, and the support is not without participation from the families. When the Joseph Fund focus became education, it made it easy for us to approach our board and look to assist here in Camden. I still remember our gala in Philly when things began to open up after COVID. The battle cry was for every $1,000 we raised puts another child in the seats. With that thought in mind, for every $1,000 we raise here tonight, the foundation will match dollar for dollar up to $30,000. I'm asking for your help tonight to make it possible for Regina to pick up the phone next week to request a check. I feel confident that if we can reach our goal next year, it could be very exciting. Thank you.